Losing weight can be very difficult, especially if you're a food lover and you just can't seem to keep your hands off eating those yummy, eye-appealing, mouth-watering favorite meals. And because of this, no matter how often you exercise or watch what you eat, you still find it very difficult to shed pounds. And if care is not taken, you gain extra weight. But if we told you there was something you could do which could allow you to eat whatever you want within a specific time and still lose some pounds in the process, wouldn't this be a win-win for you? I bet you're asking, is this magic? How could it be real? No, it's not magic, and this activity is 100% real. It's called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting focuses on the hours you have to stay without meals, while eating whatever you want during the hours you're allowed to eat. In a nutshell, you could say intermittent fasting focuses more on when you eat. You could even think of it as an eating plan or timetable that allows you to stay without food for a number of hours. Then, eat whatever you want within a specific time range. If you have no knowledge about intermittent fasting or you've never done intermittent fasting, this video will be a breakdown of everything you need to know about intermittent fasting, how to start intermittent fasting, the planned time range that you choose, and the benefits of intermittent fasting. Are you ready? Let's begin. Like we mentioned at the beginning of this video, intermittent fasting focuses more on when you eat. Also, know that there are flexible ways to do your intermittent fasting. It's just not one confined rule that everyone needs to stick to. And the even better part is you can pick the time range or plan that is comfortable for you and start your intermittent fasting in no time. Intermittent fasting plays an important role in weight loss because it reduces your calorie intake and allows your body to depend on the already stored fat, and as well as burn them in the process. Unlike your regular eating schedule plan, which allows you to eat round the clock and accumulate more calories, which in turn inevitably leads to weight gain, while decreasing the chances of your body to use and burn the already stored fat. It's even worse if you're not working out or doing anything to help you lose weight. If one of your new resolutions was to lose some pounds this year, but you've tried working out and other things, and still no results, then it's time for you to stop worrying because intermittent fasting is the solution you've been looking for. When it comes to intermittent fasting, anyone can do it, whether you're male or female, young or old. There are no restrictions. And the good news is intermittent fasting gives you flexibility to choose your own fasting schedule or timetable. There are several time ranges or intermittent fasting plans you could choose from, but for the sake of this video, we'll be focusing on 6 of them. These intermittent fasting time range plans include the 16-8 plan. This particular type of intermittent fasting allows you to fast for 16 hours and eat for the remaining 8 hours. Within the 16 hours, you'll have to stay completely without solid food, then eat within the remaining 8 hours. Know that you do not have to be stuffing your mouth with food for all of these 8 hours. You could choose to eat for the first 2 hours and then eat again within the next 6 hours. Just make sure you do not eat for 8 hours straight like it's the end of the world. The 5-2 plan. This one sounds too good to be true, but it isn't. In fact, a lot of people have tried out this particular intermittent fasting plan, and it worked perfectly for them. This plan allows you to eat well for 5 days a week, but the remaining 2 days, you'll be restricted to 1 meal a day, and they have to be within 600 calories. So let's say you can eat from Monday to Friday, then during the weekend you only get 1 meal per day, and they have to be between 500 and 600 calories, nothing more. How does that sound? The alternate day plan? You could consider this kind of intermittent fasting as 1 day in, 1 day out. This is to say that this kind of intermittent fasting, as the name connotes, allows you to eat normally for 1 day, fast for the next day while taking food with not more than 500 calories, then eat normally the next day and fast again. It's more like fasting today and taking the day off tomorrow, only to fast again and the cycle continues. Doing the alternate day intermittent fasting plan is not so easy to do, but if you can pull this through, then it's worth giving it a shot. The Eat Stop Eat plan. This is another great intermittent fasting plan. It allows you to fast for 24 hours once or twice in a week, while allowing you to eat well for the rest of the days. This is similar to the alternate day plan, but they're not the same thing. For this particular fasting plan, you have to fast the whole 24 hours, unlike the alternate day plan that allows you to have meals with not more than 500 to 600 calories per day. The 14-10 plan. Doing this intermittent fasting allows you to fast for 14 hours, then eat for 10 hours. It's almost similar to the 16-8 plan, but the only difference is that when doing the 14-10 plan, you'll tend to fast less and eat more, unlike the 16-8 plan that allows you to fast more and eat less. This particular plan is easier to stick to because it gives room to more hours to eat and less hours to fast. 1 meal a day plan. Have you ever tried having just 1 meal a day for at least a week? How did it feel? If one thing is for sure, you definitely felt lighter. Though a lot of people run away from this idea of having just 1 meal a day, but it's totally doable and effective if you're willing to give it a try. This intermittent fasting plan focuses on eating well for only one time a day, and then you have to wait for the next day to have your next meal. These are 6 great and effective intermittent fasting plan or timetables you could stick to. The next thing you should know about intermittent fasting is that, on your days or hours of fasting, you don't have to stay completely dry because aside from not eating solid foods, there are a few things you can take while fasting. Water, tea, it doesn't matter if it's green tea, black tea, or herbal tea, black coffee. You can take any of them while you're fasting. They each play a role in helping your body, whether staying hydrated or giving you energy. Now that you know what intermittent fasting is and the possible plans you could stick to, it's time to talk about the benefits of intermittent fasting. Most people believe that there's nothing more to intermittent fasting than weight loss, but it has been scientifically proven that intermittent fasting holds a lot more benefits than weight loss. They include: Number 1. Thinking and memory. Recent studies on intermittent fasting show that engaging in intermittent fasting has its way of improving memory in adult humans. Number 2. Heart health. Another benefit of intermittent fasting is that it improves blood pressure and resting heart rate. Number 3. Weight loss. A great number of people often associate intermittent fasting with the weight loss alone. But in the midst of all the other benefits, intermittent fasting aids in shedding pounds. Starting intermittent fasting is quite easy, but you should also have it in mind that intermittent fasting is not for everyone. A lot of people might find it easy to do while others may find it difficult to cope with. It may also seem difficult for people who already have eating disorders. The best thing to do is to test to see if you can actually commit fully to intermittent fasting. If you can't, then you might want to try something else that will aid you in your weight loss journey. Also, remember, it's very important to speak to your doctor if you have any concerns about starting a fast diet. And importantly, remember that during your eating hours, you do not need to eat too much, as you may end up accumulating more calories, which in turn will make your weight loss even more difficult. Lastly, you do not need to follow all the fasting plans. All you have to do is stick to the one that works for you and the one that you're most comfortable with, and stay consistent with your plan. We hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification system so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you.